Please share this video to your loved ones. Frankly, the federal government of Nigeria is on the neck of Southeast and their citizens. But it is discovered also that it is the political leaders of the Southeast that organize what the federal government always do to the southeastern part of Nigeria. In the recent times, this is shown in every way, starting from the time Dave Umahi was the chairman of the Southeast governors when they organized and they invited the military to the house of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of his political agitation for the restoration of the defunct Biafran nation. This did not go well with their political yearnings and aspirations. They stated it clearly that they detest Biafran nation. They did not like it and do not want it. Therefore, anyone who aspires to bring it back, they must ensure that the person is not alive to do so. This was the brain behind the invitation of the military and the attempt to kill the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Allegations of who must have masterminded the kidnap and rendition of the IPOB leader from Kenya back to Nigeria has been denied by all and sundry, including the Southeast governors, politicians, DOS, and the elderly statesmen of Southeast of Nigeria, in collaboration with the federal government of Muhammadu Buhari and the state security agencies. However, it is stated that the truth will always reveal itself. It is a proverbial expression that suggests that over time, honesty and reality will become apparent or evident against those who acted contrary to what they say. They may pretend, but the truth must always be revealed through their activities. All these politicians and governors from Southeastern region extraction go to the churches, go to the bishops, go to the priests, go to the pastors to pretend that they are Christians. Since they are all Christians and attend one church or the other, we will look at what the Bible says about enemies. If you go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 44, it states, the Bible states that my enemy is someone who does not like me, someone who wants to do me harm. The same political leaders from the Southeast, as they call themselves, are the same people who will go to the DSS office pretending to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will pretend and go to the president and say they are there to solicit for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All these things are pretense. On the other hand, the word pretense, as described in Proverbs chapter 26, verse 23 to 26, says, these are fervent lips with a wicked heart. They are like earthenware covered with silver dross. He who hates but disguises it with his lips. That is where they are cursed with the word. Woe to you, scribes and the Pharisees, you hypocrites. Some of these political leaders are hypocrites and do not represent what they speak out of their mouth because their heart is saying a different thing. They disguise their hatred but speaks kindly. However, the activities of the 26th of February 2024 exposed these hypocrites. They covered themselves with lies and deceit. If they love what they have been preaching, if they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as they have stated, made the public to believe, then on the very date that the case is about to come, they wouldn't have scheduled to launch, to hold seminar, and to deceive the people. This is the wickedness that is revealed, that they speak something differently and do something differently. They disguise themselves, say they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they want him out of the detention, they want him out of the prison, they ask the president to release them. Then on the date they are in court, they could have been writing this They could have been asking the court, the federal government, to release him. They could have been a mouthpiece for his release. They couldn't have gone to divert people's attention to tell the people that they are going to hold seminar, they are going to commission 181 megawatt geometric power plant in Aba. All these things are diversion. To divert people's attention, not to think of the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This shows the hypocrisy. They are not real. They want Nnamdi to rot in the jail of DSS. This is the reality. If they love him, if they have gone leave their area of comfort from their state to Abuja, taking the risk, entering into the plane, which might blow up on the air, but they were led by God to these very areas to speak with the president on behalf of the man they say they want to release, and then they come back on the very date they put another thing. Shettima, who is the vice president, has protected the interest of Boko Haram. In various interviews, he will be pretending, but he does not believe that federal government can defeat Boko Haram in any way, in any form. His own statesman, Alhaji Guzo, accused him of knowing everything about the activities of Boko Haram. Up till now, Boko Haram is in operation. They are not doing anything to wipe Boko Haram out of the Borno state. They are chasing people out of their homes. They've extended to Jos, Kaduna, Benue. They are descending down to Enugu. They are in Owerri. They are in Ebonyi state. Yet they are doing nothing to exterminate or remove the activities of Boko Haram. But he is diverting the attention of the southeastern politicians out of their own son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. What is wrong if you have Biafra? Since they are not giving you anything, you are not politically relevant in Nigeria, what stops you from having your own country? Are you not, is your population not enough to have a country? Do you not have human resources enough to have your own country? What are they contributing to the development of Nigeria? They are embezzling the money, they are taking it everywhere, all the resources are being taken out of southeast to the north, and you people are moving from one place to the other, asking for money every month to fund your project, begging. Instead of you harnessing the resources in your own land, you are begging them, they don't contribute anything yet. You are selling your own brothers to the north, to the southwest now, being deceived. The Abakari committed a crime. They refused to send him to US, extradite him to US as they requested. But they have been extraditing all these boys from Yoruba land back to US for prosecution. But when it comes to the north, they will not do it. When it comes to the southeast, even the Igbo politicians will take it upon themselves to carry out such actions against their own people. None of the southeast governors or most politicians are free. They all have one problem or the other committed under the review of EFCC. None of them are clean, but yet they are fighting to put other people into problem, killing their own citizens to satisfy the Nigerian state. Suppose this pretense, for instance, in November 19th, 2021, the Igbo leaders met with Buhari. They want Nnamdi Kanu released. On the date of every hearing, what did they do? They will put one program or the other to divert people's attention. For instance, is on January 14th, 2023, Governor Chukwuemeka Soludo has called for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who has been detained or who has been in detention with the federal government of Nigeria. This is his appeal. He went there, he was able to be with him. All these things are painted. If on the day of trial, then you put a program that will divert people's attention, that means it is hypocritical. Not only him, Governor Mba of Enugu State, on June 8, 2023, also went to Tinubu to ask for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then on the date of the trial, when they're supposed to gather and they speak out, earlier 1 week before the time, they all scheduled a program that will divert people's attention. All these are pretense. Again, on the November 9th, 2023, the same thing applies to Uzodinma. Uzodinma believed that he has been having a stake of people's thinking that he is responsible, fully responsible for the rendition and the holding of Nnamdi Kanu. On this very date, what did he do? He indicated that, for instance, says the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has refuted insinuations that he has been working against the release of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra. That is self-indictment. That is self-indictment. But if he is real, then 26th of February 2025 would have been the date he would have used to show that he is real. But instead, they scheduled another program, commissioning of electricity plant, and holding seminar to talk about industrial development in Southeast. These are fallacies and it has no waters to hold. That shows that they are all pretending. One would ask the vice president if he is not sensible enough to tell these people, those who are inviting him, that they should take away such date so that people will not say they are trying to divert attention on the very date the indigenous people leader of Biafra is going to court. This is to show that all of them are in the same shoes, trying to divert attention. This shows that actually they are not working to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but they are diverting people's attention from the reality. But unfortunately, the people of Southeast is much more interested in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release than the project and the seminars they are holding, because they have been holding this seminar since 1960. No electricity, no water, no hospitals, nothing. All these things are being built in the north, not in the Southeast. North has good network of roads since 1970s till date, but in the Southeast, these do not exist. Anything they do in the Southeast, it becomes politicized. They will call everyone, even building 1 kilometer road, they will call the president to come and commission it, as if they do so in the north. Well, with this, we come to the end of this program. We ask you to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comment till we come to you with another program. Thanks, and God bless you all. Bye.